Welcome all of you students. Today lesson user input. In this lesson we hope to discuss user inputs. How we ask user to enter some inputs from user side and we use that data to our calculations and print and give that value to the outside, right? Okay, I continue my previous project, right? Don't worry about this. This is basic console application and it has classes folder. I want to add one class as user input, right? User input class. I make this class into public and add one method. It can use int type or void type. First use void. Public void addition or summation. Okay, addition, right? If this method type is void, no errors, right? If this is integer, this method must return integer type value. That means you must return something like integer, right? Integer type, not 30, 130 or whatever value from as integer type, but in here use void type, right? Then don't need any return type. First I ask users to enter two values. First I use console.write or write line. Actually we can use write or write line, any of this, right? If I use write, we ask users to enter value and user enter that value from same line, right? If I use write line, we ask users to enter value and user enter value from next line. That means when write line command execute, it run your program and one more line separation, right? Okay, that's why I use write. The reason is I want users to ask enter some value and user enter value from same line, right? Enter first value. One thing, when I ask users to enter some value, we can't trust users, right? If actually we ask users to enter some integer value, we don't know, sometimes user will enter his name, right? That is not a integer type, right? That is a string type. Then we have to validate that, right? In this lesson we are not going to validate, but remember these things. If we ask users to enter something, never trust users. User will enter anything, right? Never trust users. You have to validate. You have proper validations, right? And these validations should keep server side, not client side, right? The reason is we can't trust user side. The validation logic should keep with server side. Then I create integer variable first value and console.readline, right? We ask users to enter some value and user enter value from this line, right? That value keep to this variable. We should convert this value to int32, right? Not right. Cut this part. Convert dot to int32 console.writeLine, right? When user enter something and we convert it to int32 bit and assign that value to first value, right? We ask users to enter something again, right? Enter second value. Use variable name also as second value, right? Now I create one more variable, int sum, right? We use first value and summation of first value plus second value, right? Now I want to print something, console.writeLine. I want to print some string and the sum value, right? Sum of plus. Actually this plus is not like this plus, right? This plus actually used for getting sum. That means this is integer and this one also integer. Then if I use plus sign, they get sum from these two integers, right? And this time not like that, right? This is integer type, this is string, and string and integer can't add. Then this plus used as concatenate string and integer, and again get some space, and again not only second value, right? I use first value plus now plus. Actually this plus is used for concatenate, right? Now I create class and method. How I access this method? The two ways. Not only two ways, I have only one way, right? First create object from this class and access this method with that object name dot addition, right? That is the way. But if I change this to static, I don't need to create object, right? I can directly access this class name dot addition. I think no magic from here. The reason is I explain and I practice you with this static keyword. Go to your program, comment this line dot addition. Now you can see your code, right? Asking user to enter first value, asking user to enter second value, whatever value you can add. Then sum of these two value is this one. This is correct, right? Now the result is wrong, right? Result is wrong. There is a problem, right? Now we should debug your code and check where is the problem, right? Okay, for that I put debug point here, right? This is debug point. This line you can add debug point if you want to add many debug points, but as a beginner you should add many debug points, right? But when you familiar with, you just need one debug point and practice, right? This time I keep 3 debug points and 4 also. You can use each line 4 debug points. Don't worry about that. Go. Right. Now your code start block from here, right? Now at continue button, continue or F10, right? F10. This time you can use continue, or we use all the lines with debug point, right? Now you can see, okay, next line. Now at 134 and at enter, right here. Move into cursor to this place. You can see first value as 134. No problem, right? No problem. First value as 134. Then second, open, enter second value, whatever value you should keep, and enter. This will hit, right? Check second value 345, first value 134, right? No problem. Then use next. First value 345. Okay, problem is we use 2 times second value. That is the problem, right? This value is also 345 and sum will be 690. That's the problem, right? Stop your code, remove your debug point and change this to first value and run it again, right? 133. You can see correct value, right? Now your program is success. Okay, I think you get good idea about this thing, right? Now we are practicing C#, right? Practicing is important, right? I introduce user input and debug your code to find your bug. Where is the bug, right? Okay, that's it for this lesson. Let's move into next lesson.